invited me to get up there. So I sat and I asked Pablo, why are you being biased? Like, you don't like her. Cool. All right, we get that. But you have no receipts of her actually scamming anybody. You don't
Yeah.
have a receipt. That's what you believe. And if you believe that, cool. But you don't have a receipt. So when I'm explaining it and whatnot, because, you got to go around the side, yeah, black gate, and use your phone to get in. Okay. Okay. No problem. You too. Yeah. So as I'm correcting him to Ding, because I have even said Miss White, where I sent Miss White Zell, because at a time I think people forgot where there was a time where you promoted to send it to Zell to Miss White, because the Cash App wasn't working. P had a Cash App that shut down, and there was also fraudulent Cash Apps because Miss White even told me that there were several Cash Apps that were being made falsified as
Hmm.
Keith.
Thank you.
So when I sent her the Zelle on Facebook Messenger, she messaged me on my personal Facebook page and said, thank you. And
Hmm.
I don't really look at my messages, so I actually was like, I have that receipt where Miss White herself even said all funds are going to Pastor P81.
Yep.
She said that. So I was saying that Tommy K does not manage his Cash App.
Not at all.
She doesn't manage it. So how is she able to get access to the money? And Pablo did not answer my question. He started bringing up God Zeus and all this other shit, and then just saying you're a faggot. But here's the thing, and I be saying it about a lot of these punks on here. Bitch, you can't sit down. That's your testimony. See, you got on this app pretending to be heterosexual. You was miserable for 20 years out of the 25 years you were living. That's your come up. You were known to be the heterosexual man on here, and they exposed to your daddy that you were gay.
Mm.
That's what they did to you. That's your testimony. So for all of them that want to sit over here and say who gay and whatnot, that's your life. You had to sit up and lie to yourself every day and say you were heterosexual and be miserable about that. That's not my testimony, sir. That's the problem with them punks over there, auntie. They run their mouth in the comments.
Yeah.
You live that life. I didn't live it. Sorry. That's your testimony. So
Right.
when you sit on here and want to say that you 25 and all this, you're 25, but you look 42. You ain't aging
Right.
well, brother. You ain't aging well. And you can't talk about somebody when every time I was over here, he would lie on you. And
Mm-hmm.
we couldn't stand him.
You
But for the sake of
scared.
the love you had for him,
Mm-hmm.
you had him there. But
Yeah.
we didn't care for Pablo.
Right.
So I don't get this whole energy of Haiti has for you, because I'm like, Pablo, you was the one that be lying in Tommy K showing her your cooking like she your mama. You
Right.
come up with a whole new recipe, and the first thing you do is lie in Tommy K and show her what you eating.
But he cooking.
So I don't be getting the reads with these little boys.
Right.
I don't get it with them. They be sitting over here trying to talk all of that. Y'all ain't no damn grown man to me. Y'all sit over here and gossip and do all of that and don't work no damn 9 to 5. He over here
Right.
talking about he 25 and you don't do no type of labor. You don't get up out your house and do shit.
Nothing.
So Pablo can't read me. He's sitting over here saying you trading and you this and you that. Pablo, when you hit your 3 million, you were trading. And you ran off with King Kunta Dragons. If we really want to talk about it. So
Are
what
you
is
serious?
Pablo?
He ran off with
Yeah.
somebody's shit?
Man, listen, I heard all about Pablo with bad business. So Pablo
Oh,
cannot
hell
read me.
no.
Pablo cannot tell me anything. I'm tired and sick and tired of these little punks on these fufu pages want to run their mouth. Now you're bold. Now the world accept you. And now you're bold and you're big and you're bad and you got all this to say. Well, what about the 20 years of your life that you had to live and lie? Because I've never had to come out and lie about who I was. You did that. So he could never read me about anything. When now you're bold because you found an app and an outlet to be homosexual. And you want to be a bully. You want to sit over here and run your mouth and talk about everybody else and what they need to do. I don't understand these old bitches and all this shit. What are you talking
Baby
about?
pearl.
And I say this before and I say it fairly.
Ooh.
If you believe Tommy K is scamming, that's what you believe. But to sit here and act like there's legitimate receipts,
Right.
there's no receipts of you collecting any money for P and harboring it and doing all of that. Not from my recollection. And he played the audio of when you were talking about the situation with Miss White. He didn't even play the whole audio.
Mm. He's a
He
weirdo.
didn't even play the whole. He didn't even play the whole audio. He over here talking about, oh, you sitting with Tommy K because you don't like Zeus. I've been cool with Tommy
What?
K
Forever.
before all this shit. What are y'all
Way
talking
before.
about?
Yes.
We've always had a good relationship. Even when
Always.
you sat next to Trina B, I'd be like, Tommy, now you know Trina wrong.
Yeah.
You'd be like, listen, that's my friend. I'm standing with him, right or wrong. And I said, okay, cool. We had conversations, all that. So all
Child.
this whole God Zeus, this ain't have nothing to do with Robert. They bring up
Llama.
God Zeus because they want me to get into it with Zeus. I'm not getting into it with
Right.
Zeus because I'm defending Tommy K.
Girl. Llama was
Yeah, go
where I
ahead.
would go if I needed to vent, talk. I don't give a damn. I would go in there and bust in there early in the mornings. It would be the wee hours of the goddamn morning. And I would go in there and get in
Yeah.
his box and talk all the time. All the time. So,
Yeah, like I ain't got no like and again, I don't mean to offend the LGBTQ plus. I don't mean to disrespect y'all. That's not my goal at all. I
yeah,
got supporters. But what I don't like is I don't like men like Pablo where you had to live your life pretending to be something you're not.
not.
And you found a good outlet on this app to come out. And you want to sit down and talk about everybody else and who's faggots and who's this and do that.
Right.
Pablo, don't forget you were DL. Don't forget you were DL. That's your testimony. LGBTQ plus, y'all know what I mean. That's your testimony. They went and called your daddy, and apparently your daddy died when he found out you were gay. So you can't be talking about anybody else and doing all that extra shit. Yeah, I'm being logical. It ain't even being biased, but it's just like, bro, are you kidding me? Nigga, your daddy found out you were gay and died. And I thought they were lying, but they told me that's the truth. The
Mm.
platforms went and told that nigga father he was gay and that nigga died. Apparently from a heart attack. And that's not funny. I'll tell you that is horrible what y'all did, but literally that's what they told me. That yeah, Llama, that shit really happened.
Mm.
So shit. Sitting over here trying to read somebody talk about scamming and all this shit. And then half the app is criminals anyway.
Child. Just sick.
I mean, PPP loans, all types of shit.
Yeah, it's
They
crazy.
act like they have an honest living, bitch. You getting judged by a whole bunch of criminals. What the fuck? If anything, they should be co-signing you stealing the CAs if we going by their logic.
Right.
But I think that that's just something that they would do. And
Yep.
this is what Beagle is about.
What
Beagle
been
is a lot of
happening this
projection with
year?
broadcasters. What
What
they
been
would do is what they project on other people.
right.
They don't know what it is for somebody to be loyal and do the right thing because they've never done the right thing or had anybody
Never.
do the right thing by them.
Yep.
So you're being judged by miserable people that don't know what a genuine connection is. And that's all that's been going on. So
Yeah.
that's all that went on at Rose Alive. But it's like, Auntie, I be tired of trying to talk logic with these
Yeah.
goddamn idiots. I just be half the time,
Me too.
Tomcats shirt. If y'all see me quiet, it's just because a nigga tired of stupidity. Bitch, I just
Yeah.
sit there silent like, bitch, how many times I'm gonna keep going back and forth with the same remedial idiot about they ain't got no damn receipts? I
Right.
even said it last night. I said, Auntie, let's be fair. We don't have no receipts about ghosts.
You did.
Even with you, but they acting like, oh yeah, you dick sucking Tommy K. Whatever. Love you,
Yeah.
Auntie. Let me let you get
Love
back to
you
your
too,
show.
boo. Alrighty. Llama always be like, look